What is going on, everybody? It is Frank the Tank, and today we are going to be looking at the fast pitch. So I just got to be straightforward. I know nothing about what I'm going to be expecting out of this ball. I didn't do any research, and I find myself saying that a lot. I know I've said that so many times in my videos, and it's the truth. I don't do the research because, in a way, I kind of like the feeling of not knowing, of not having any hints. You know, looking at videos, I like. I pretty much kind of like starting from scratch, you know, like with nothing to know about the bowling ball, trying to figure it out on my own, because I feel like that it contributes to me being a better bowler, trying to figure things out without knowing nothing, without doing any kind of research. And yeah, the only thing I will say is that I have seen the ball in action once, and that was watching Jesper Svensson throw it in the PBA playoffs on TV. But even after watching that, I still have no idea what I'm going to do with the ball when I have to throw it. So, yeah. Other than that, the only other thing that I have to say before we get this thing going is that I'm actually kind of surprised that they've come out with another urethane ball so quickly. I mean, it's because you see, okay, let's look at this. The Pitch Black came out in May of 2014, right? And then I'm pretty certain that no other urethane ball has ever been made by Storm from 2014 all the way up until 2019 when they came out with the Fever Pitch. If anything has been made between 2014 and 2019, then I don't know about it. But as far as I know, no other urethane ball was made after the Pitch Black until they made the Fever Pitch in 2019 in February, I believe. So the Fever Pitch, let's be honest, it didn't do so well with a lot of people, and that's what led Storm to, or at least that's what they think. I mean, I know there are a lot of people who say that the Fever Pitch is good. Yeah, for some people it's good, but for most it wasn't. And that's what led them to discontinuing it after several months. And I believe that played a small part into what led them into making the Pitch Purple. So, after a year, because the Fever Pitch was released in 2019 in February, and then in 2020, and literally in the beginning of 2020, they released the Pitch Purple, and then here we are let's see, it's currently November, and they released the Fast Pitch in October, and that's what caught me by surprise a little, why so quickly? Why all these urethane balls in such a short amount of time? I mean, it's so crazy. I think it's been almost 2 years. We're going to be coming up on 2 years, and already 3 urethane balls. Like, what's up with that? What are they trying to achieve here? I mean, I just don't get it. I mean, the Pitch Black to me is still the one that reigns above them all. Even though I haven't tried this fast pitch, but I'm gonna go try it right now just to see how it compares. But that's the only question I have, is why so many urethane balls in such a short amount of time? I don't know. But anyway, I guess that's the only question on my mind. Maybe some of you have the answer to that, or maybe, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But anyway, enough of this. Let's go try this fast pitch out on the lanes and see what we're going to get out of it.
Converts. Kind of how I drew it up. Go ahead. Ammo! That is an incredible pickup! a six-pack.
Okay, everybody, there it is. The fast pitch is done and dusted. It's out of the way, and I'm actually kind of relieved that that one is done because, to be totally honest with you guys, I don't think I could suffer throwing that ball anymore. If you're expecting me to say something good about the ball, sorry, you're not going to get it out of me because that ball was an all-out struggle for me. I don't think I've ever been more unsatisfied or irritated over a ball, but this one just took the cake in making me the most unsatisfied and irritated because I threw it down the lane and it didn't do what I wanted it to do, and it was forcing me to do something in order to get it to strike, which I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be that way. I mean, isn't it like you throw it a certain way, it does whatever it is based on how you released it? I thought it was supposed to be that way, but that's not what I saw with this ball. It forced me to do something that I didn't want to do. And, you know, that to me is just not cool. So, yeah, let's just go over this real quick. So, game one, you could see it started off pretty slow. I got a couple of spares because that was me obviously trying to figure out this ball and what line to play. And then eventually I had figured it out. I had to ease up on my speed and to get that ball enough time to hook into the pocket and get it into the pocket. And that, to me, was that right there where I eased up on my speed in game one and managed to bag a string of strikes. That was me being forced by the ball to play a certain way. And that, to me, was a load of BS, but I knew for a fact that that wasn't going to last very long because we're using urethane, we're tearing up the lane, so I knew that ball was eventually going to go, and that line was eventually going to go too. And you could clearly see that in game two when I went from a 220-something all the way down to a 173. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, everything just went on me there. And then game three, you could see that I got very, very irritated, and I was just over it. And those three back-to-back, the three opens that I got in game three are what really like lit the fuse for my irritation. And yeah, after like those three opens, you could see I was over it and I just set the ball down there, not caring what would happen. And how I managed to bag 6 in a row doing that, I do not know. But it definitely saved me from getting another low game in a very low series, that's for sure. But I know a lot of you are probably going to say that I shouldn't complain because I got 6-10 in the end. But the only reason I'm irritated is not at the scores. It's because of the ball not doing what I wanted it to do and it forcing me to do something to get it to strike. So that was really it. So I know some of you are probably going to say, number one, that I only played 3 games with the ball, so I shouldn't be giving an opinion considering I only gave it 3 games. And number two, I was probably playing it wrong. So let me clear things up here. Number one, it wasn't the lanes. The lanes were not a problem, and I know this because the lane that I was given was a fresh lane. Number two, I could have probably been playing it wrong because I did watch several videos after this review to see how everybody else was playing the lanes with this ball, and I noticed something that like a lot of people were doing very similarly. And number three, nobody better put in the comments saying that I didn't break this ball in because I did. Something that I gotta confess to you guys is that this is not the first 3 games that I played with this ball. This is actually games 16, 17, and 18 that I played with this fast pitch because I remember some time ago a viewer put in a comment section that it's not a good idea for me to just play 3 games, get the ball out of the box, get it drilled, and then play 3 games on video and then give an opinion. they said that I should at least play like 15 games to officially break the ball in and then give an opinion. And then I asked my pro shop guy about that, and I basically asked him, is this true? And he said, yeah, you should give the ball at least 10 to 15 games to officially break the ball in, and then you'll start seeing like a different reaction out of the ball compared to, something out of the box. So that's what I did. I waited like a couple of days. I played a couple of games, and eventually I got 15 games in with it. And then those 3 games that you guys saw on camera were games 16, 17, and 18. And as you can see, it still didn't work. It still didn't do what I wanted. No changes whatsoever. I still got the exact same thing that I got on those first 15 games off camera. And that for me was enough to know that this ball just doesn't work. It's not for me. I mean, it probably does work. I was probably just playing it wrong. So going back to that part about how I watched videos and watched other people play it, I think I'm going to have to get out my handy dandy diagram to... Anyway, I'm going to have to get out my handy-dandy diagram here and show you guys exactly what I mean. So let's go ahead and let me show you. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So what I noticed, what other people were doing with this ball was this. So check this out. I noticed that a lot of them were doing something like this. Getting it to like a friction right here to get the ball to hook into the pocket. And then another thing that I noticed was from Jesper Svensson in the PBA playoffs. Yeah, okay, he was playing on a PBA pattern and not a house shot like I was. But one thing that I noticed was he was kind of doing what Jacob Buttroff would do with his Purple Hammer urethane ball, was something like this. Kind of like an arc type of thing. And that's exactly what Jesper was kind of doing. And, I guess, is that the way to play with this fast pitch, is to do an arc type of thing? Or like to get it up here to a certain, certain spot to get it to hook. I don't know. I know what I was doing was probably wrong. I was trying to get the ball to go down and in, and that didn't work. You could clearly see that I sent the ball going down and in, and instead of going down and in, it would continue to go straight and towards the 3-6-10 area. And there were times also where the ball would just unpredictably go and cross over, and that to me was very, very strange. And yeah, I mean, that if that's the way this fast pitch is meant to be played, then it is definitely not for me. But because of how irritated, how angry I was, I mean, I after making this video, yeah, I think it's safe to say that this fast pitch isn't for me. Having said that, I am listing it to be sold, so one of you guys are going to take it because I just want this ball away from me. I'm sorry if any of you were really looking forward to me saying positive things about the ball, but I've got nothing for you. So yeah, playing that way is just not for me. I'm more used to like that more, down and in reaction. And that's why I feel the pitch black is a way better option for me, because I know I could do this and it will go down and in. And yeah, I mean, that fast pitch just wasn't doing that for me. And I don't like that it was forcing me to do something else. So yeah, one of you is can have this fast pitch, because I'm just done with it. I'm over it. And I'm sorry for the negative comments and all that stuff about this ball, but it's just, I just can't with it. So anyway, because of this how bad this fast pitch went, I'm going to I want to further, prove that there was something definitely wrong with this fast pitch. And I'm going to do that by doing another review on the pitch black. That's right. We're going to do a pitch black part 2. And I'm going to do that down and in thing that I'm telling you to show you that this, why the pitch black is better than the fast pitch. It wouldn't surprise me if this fast pitch goes away soon. So anyway, that's enough of me rambling on about that, because I think I've been going on for quite a while about it. But anyway, yeah, I'm Frank the Tank. That was a fast pitch. I'm sorry for the negativity. I tried. And there's nothing much more to say. So catch you guys with the next review, which will definitely be the pitch black. I don't know when, but be on the lookout for it. So I'll catch you guys on the pitch black ball review. See you later.